president's masks and crack open a Corona Extra as we rob a bank during this Broforce Squad movie commentary of the 1991 classic Point Break. As you guys wax your boards, we are paused at the Largo Entertainment logo, roughly the 16-second mark. So go ahead and sync up your movies there, and we're going to go around the beach and meet the bros. As always, I am Brian, President Kennedy Banner, and to my left, in the tube, our never-elective President Jeff Johnson Hornacek. I fucked that up, but it's okay. LBJ, as I understand, you're a sandwich expert, so where do you place the sandwich shop down the street, their meatball subs, against other sandwich shops?
The fact that Johnny Utah ordered 2 fucking meatball subs and a tuna sub for $7.50 is fucking insane. And another thing that this movie inspired me to do, the thank you tattoo on the one guy's ass, I went and got you're welcome tattooed on my dick. So, symbiotic.
And that is a perfect yin and yang to go together.
Agreed.
And hanging 10 is our very own king of denial, Matthew F. President Nixon Geiger. Now, Nixon, are you just a federal agent disguising himself as a bro to infiltrate this pod?
I am not a crook. And if you want the ultimate, you gotta be willing to pay the ultimate fucking price. And that's what we're doing. If there's ever a movie that we should do as a Broforce Squad, it is this one. So strap on your boards, get fucking ready, because we're about to do it.
Crack a beer, because on this podcast, it's the only place you can lose yourself and find yourself at the same time.
At the same time.
Guys, couldn't said it better myself. Again, we are at the Largo Entertainment screen. That's where we've got to pause. We are about to catch this wave in 3, 2, 1. Surf's up, dudes.
Just like I pointed out on Roadhouse, I think at this point it's important to note Swayze has already fucked every chick in your theater or who's watching it in the same room as you.
Look at those waves.
I love how they don't put the cross across the A, because that's what the man wants you to do, but we're not going to do that.
Yeah, society wants you to properly write out your fucking letters. Not happening here. Something
Did
about...
I just say J.J.J. Abrams?
Did you say 4 J's before his name? J.J.J.
Keanu Reeves.
God, even this fucking...
Patrick Swayze.
Even this intro title is bro as fuck.
That's how I did, whenever I was getting recruited by colleges, I did my recruitment video. It said Geiger Matt, and then it went to Matt Geiger.
Super surfing bro, as any intro scene has to have.
If any scene's hard, add rain to it.
I thought you said rape.
Actually got some arms in this.
Definitely. This is a good time in terms of physical fitness for him. It's one thing to make it rain. To add a little bit of slow-mo element and no audio of the actors is even more fucking intense.
Do you think the FBI would have better, gun machines than, Minnie Mouse, or whatever the fuck they're shooting at right now?
They're like pulling cardboard cutouts of people across, a train track to have them shoot.
I gotta say, before we even get into it, so I saw this movie originally when I was 10, 15, 20 years ago. And
why you got pussy in high school.
Exactly. I mean, thank you for this. It really set the foundation for my whole social scene. So I watched it again last night, especially in the opening scene. All of the dialogue in the FBI station is the most cliche cop talk. Young, dumb, and full of cum, and everything else they say. Humans don't actually speak to each other like that, even if you're in a police station.
Maybe you don't speak
and
like
yes,
that.
You just saw that. Executive producer James Cameron.
Guy knows how to pick a movie.
I'm going to make a prophetic claim here. James Cameron is done, dude. I don't think anyone's going to give a fuck about his next 4 Avatar movies.
I'm Johnny Utah. We're going to go out to drinks and fuck later. Yeah, okay, you got an appointment at 9 first. Cool.
Whatever. classic
You
bro.
know the FBI, that's almost looks like the CIA with all those fucking TVs in the background there.
What other movie involving some bro going undercover to infiltrate another group of bros have I seen a setup scene like this? Nothing comes to mind.
Guys, I think I'm a little drunker than I thought I was because for a second there I thought my subtitles were in Spanish. I understood what it was saying, but...
Banner, in typical Bro Force Squad fashion, I've already had technical difficulties because we don't have the budget to actually rent these fucking movies. So when I'm ready to go, I'm going to have to ask you where we're at again.
I got you back, bro.
But I know this movie like the back of my hand, so it doesn't even really fucking matter.
Sorry, my pizza just got here because I'm watching Point Break.
After this, do you guys want to play a game of touch football, quote unquote, on the beach?
I don't know. My car's battery's kind of low, so I don't know if we can use it for lights.
Well, we're going to have to take what juice is left in it and use it for the fucking lights. I'm sorry, you're not driving home. We just need it for the game.
Fucking donuts.
It's the cop station.
I love how in back-to-back sentences he asks him about how good his diet is, and then he starts eating a donut in front of him.
Did anyone else's come on the closed captioning spell C-O-M-E?
Of course.
I don't think that's right.
I mean, in when was this, 91? They didn't even know how to spell that word, because the internet search wasn't a thing. I gotta say, I miss Busey, like, being not sane. He was never, like, playing with a full deck, but when he was able to, like, still do roles, he actually was fun to watch on screen.
What's great about it is that this movie was definitely a cry for help for him, but no one really noticed it.
We talking about Busey? Sorry, I was getting my ice cream.
This is a recurring theme, isn't it? Banner eating ice cream on the pod.
So Point Break,
Gotta get your calcium somehow.
critics gave it a 68%, audience gave it a 79%. So it's rated fresh.
Dude, honestly, why do we even... The fucking critics, dude. They're just wrong on everything.
Does he look like a guy that would be named Angelo Pappas?
Yes.
Definitely not. Angelo Pappas sounds like the fourth leading actor in The Sopranos. Not Gary
So
Busey.
this was 2 years before Rookie of the Year. Rookie of the Year was 93.
When was the Predator movie that Busey did?
Okay, guys, the town got
He did
this for
Predator
this
2
movie.
in 90.
Banner, can you give me a
This is a
timestamp?
great scene. This is a fantastic scene.
623.
Okay. Busey made all his fucking money in like a 5-year period in the 90s.
His son's in Roadhouse 2.
Really?
Damn right he is.
His son.
Jake Busey, the legend. Scott Eastwood would even say that Jake Busey is only getting roles because of his dad.
So this is actually really smart. If you're gonna rob a bank, don't touch the vault. Just go for the drawers.
Get in, get out.
Get in, get out.
Don't try to get filthy rich. Just get some money.
Yep.
Just nickel and dime them.
There's a good chance if you played Grand Theft Auto that the cops will just stop even trying to investigate.
If you have the right code, yeah.
That's true.
Banner, can you give me a new timestamp?
7:32.
Alright.
I should just give you like the wrong time stamp because that'd be really
That'd
funny.
be
You're like
funny.
watching a completely different fucking movie
And
from us.
describe to me as if I'm
Thank you.
blind what's happening on the screen.
He just they just saw his ass that said thank you on the video screen.
Which inspired myself as well.
It knows from Superbad they didn't jizz on anything in the bank, so there's no way of catching them.
Yep, because there's not cum everywhere. Guys, I love Busey in this. I gotta say,
I do too.
he's awesome.
He doesn't take himself. Well, he never takes himself seriously, so it works.
Busey's a guy, I would say I would love to have gotten beers with him in the 90s, but if you just go get beers with Gary Busey, he's probably eventually going to try and get you to do black tar heroin that night.
Yeah.
Which I wouldn't be as down for.
The great thing about him is that he was made to play the old, crazy, beaten cop role. And that's what it is, so...
And every time he makes a reference about how he's been a policeman longer than you, there's some really obscure thing he claims you were doing, like, you were rubbing shit on your face. Like, look, man, even babies don't rub their own shit on their face.
They're generally wearing a diaper.
Yeah, and if they are rubbing shit on their face, that's like pre-crime, where you're like, oh, this kid's a serial killer. Let's just lock him up.
You don't know the difference between your asshole and your bunghole when I was fucking killing meth dealers. Like, what? I've never seen the dude from Scrubs in a role like this either.
He obviously just needed money in 91.
Well, he's just trying to get his foot in the acting door so he'd take any role ever, but he's definitely more of a comedian.
Do you guys like Dr. Cox in this? I feel like he I mean, not that there's much to do, but he plays it as one-dimensional as you possibly can.
Yeah, he's okay.
He sucks. Let's be honest, he sucks.
He's a necessary evil in the movie, I think.
Yeah, you need some counter there, but he's fucking cardboard, man. He's like, oh, I'm the hard-ass commissioner. I don't give a shit about anything. Geiger, maybe...
Johnny Utah, he's just going... the book in school said to check every fingerprints in the car.
Geiger, maybe you know the answer to this. So they burn the getaway car later. I mean, it's different because, spoiler alert, they're being chased, which, Banner, I know you love a good chase scene, so you'll like that.
I love a good chase scene.
But is there a reason why they just left this one on the cliff as opposed to, like, lighting it on fire? Or was it just like, whatever, no big deal?
I mean, they lit it on fire. A la the town. Whenever you bleach shit and light it on fire, it gets rid of every trace of fingerprints, so it's basically untraceable, and that's kind of what they're doing. The town is basically... It's not taking off this movie, but the bank robbery part with the mask is taking off this movie.
And if you haven't been to broforcesquad.com and read the squad blog, because by the time you're listening to this, it will have been posted, but Geiger wrote an excellent blog post about how, no detriment to either movie, but the original Fast and Furious is essentially a better Point Break remake than the 2015 film that we got.
Yes.
Wait. There was a 2015 film?
We don't recognize it in history.
I didn't think
so. It's kind of
so.
like how Germany just doesn't recognize the Nazis. That's what we do in America with the Point Break.
Germany's like, yeah, everyone was on vacation between 1941 and 1946.
The Point Break remake arguably has done more damage than actually what the Nazis did in Germany. So.
Oh, not even arguably. It definitely did. More lives were ruined from seeing that than anything else. See, this is where I'm a little confused. So Pappas has this theory. You're in fucking Los Angeles. That they're surfers. Yeah, I bet fucking 65% of the people here are surfers. Why would no one be like, I don't know, man. I don't believe it. Well, you know what we really need?
Basically, like going to Fort Lauderdale and like someone is doing a bunch of crimes is like 80. They're like, I bet they're golfers. Like, yeah, no shit. Everyone retires here.
Yeah, everyone is too. Like, cool. That just narrows it down to everyone. Good work.
Going to the inner city and being like the dude that robbed this convenience station has Nikes on. Like, okay.
Here's where we got to give
Corona
Busey
extra right there. Let's have a drink. Yeah, let's have a drink to that.
Guys, here's where you got to give Busey credit, okay? He's bringing some flavor, some pizzazz to this scene, and Keanu as Johnny Utah is stiff as a fucking brick wall right now. Look at him.
Guys, but let's be honest, this is the best Keanu we're going to get in this fucking movie.
There's one scene where he's fucking the dyke chick who ended up having sex with Free Willy after this, where I actually felt like, all right, he's a little bit involved in this. And then immediately after that, he goes back to cardboard cutout Bill and Ted, you know.
Hold on. What does she do again?
She's the surfer chick girl guy.
I only have one rule in life, and that's never fuck a chick whose hair is shorter than yours. And Keanu broke that rule.
That's the only rule you have in life?
Yep.
So
I mean, if you're gonna have one, it's not a bad rule.
I guess,
to go
yeah,
by.
no, I mean, that makes sense. This kid, Aaron
If
Carter
Gary Busey
Light,
just did a box jump on that table. That's probably about a good 14 inches.
if the combine's here. Now, Aaron Carter Light is going to sell him the cheap-ass surfboard. He's like, hey, how'd that game go against Shaq? He's like, I won. Look for the track coming out soon.
Is that the dude who's the quarterback from Little Giants? Because it looks just like him.
It's not, but I thought that too when I first watched this. Look at this guy pretending to fish. Oh my god, that's fucking brutal.
Sometimes that's just called fishing, also, Jeff.
Pretending to fish? No, but he's like jacking off the rod. Okay, I see what I said. All right.
Is Gary Busey in the scene?
Yep.
Yeah.
Is he in the scene? He's fucking making the scene right now. You kidding me?
Is he in the scene? Yeah.
He is the scene.
Is the scene in Gary Busey is the question. It's like, what? The fuck does that mean? Wipeout! Can I ask a dumb question? Do you guys think this would actually work? Like, you could, like, if someone were to go undercover as a surfer bro, would they just pick you out in like 10 minutes, or could someone actually do it? Like, how niche is that culture, that lifestyle?
How niche is drag racing in LA?
Drag racing's way easier than surfing.
Yeah, because Brian O'Connor could drive, so he could fucking do the rest of it. Keanu can't even surf.
Surfing's actually really hard.
Yeah, Keanu. Here's the big difference between this and Fast and Furious.
He's got a bum knee too.
That's true. But in Fast and Furious, Brian O'Connor is already a great driver. In this, Keanu can't fucking surf at all.
But honestly, after Swayze comes in, all you have to do is close your eyes and feel the water. That's it.
And you find yourself and lose yourself at the same time. It's funny because these surfers, like right here, she rescues him, saves his life, and also fucking hates him at the same time.
That's just women, dude. What are you gonna do?
I question whether she's a woman, though. She has short hair, her name's Tyler, and she can't show cleavage at all because she has negative A cups.
She definitely played softball in college. What if she goes to him and she's like, get the hell out of here. I need to go get a haircut. I'm like, really?
It's like, your hair is like not even long at all.
We should totally do Free Willy.
We should.
I'd be down.
It connects to this, though, so.
Yeah, they're clearly connected. Did she date Willie before or after Keanu?
And I don't get how surfboards can be pieces of shit, but, I mean, I guess someone could look at a golf club and, like, how could all of them be the same, so.
You know, even grading this on a curve, I never looked at this chick and thought, you know, she's attractive enough that I would completely abandon my undercover mission to hook up with her.
Is it technically
I
undercover mission?
played for work one day.
Is it technically an undercover mission if you're using your same fucking name?
It's harder undercover. It's so undercover that it's not undercover. Do you get it?
I actually do.
No, but let's be honest, we'd all be
She's
late
changing
for
right
her.
now, and he's, like, looking at her. That's kind of weird, though.
What's weird? I mean, it's just
How's
two
that weird?
professional surfers, you know.
I just gotta say it. We've all done it, but I just gotta say it. It's weird.
Tyler Ann.
She's like, I gotta go. I can't be late to the job I have where I cook shrimp.
Yeah, what's that paying? $6 an hour plus tips? Look, you're not getting good tips at that fucking place. I'll tell you. Oh my god, she has my same birthday. I just saw that on the screen. That's weird.
That's hilarious.
I mean, not the year, obviously. I wasn't born in 64. I was born in 66, but... Let me ask a question, Geiger. You might know this because this is your movie. This chick...
How many times has this chick got fucked by everyone else in the agency?
Well, no.
18.
There's a chick, and I'm pretty sure it's at least the same actress, at the party who's fucking Bodhi later, and it looks just like her when they go to Bodhi's house.
So, is this girl, she's a woman, right?
I believe she is, yes.
Okay, then yeah, she'd fuck Swayze.
He's like, if you want to ask me if someone would fuck Swayze, I only have one qualifying question.
Is she a woman? Which is actually kind of a loaded question because a lot of men would fuck Swayze too. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's 3 that are on this pod that would at least consider it.
If I didn't fuck Swayze, I'd be remiss. It would be a huge missed opportunity. And Geiger, to your point on the squad blog, this is, again, Fast and Furious takes a huge note out of this movie. Like, this is the inspiration between when Brian meets Mia.
the bro coming in eating shitty food just because he digs the waitress. They're like, this isn't real. Go to Hooters. They have terrible food.
Pretty sure in Fast and Furious he orders tuna also,
Yep.
right?
Vince says no one likes the tuna here, and he goes, I do.
He's ordering shrimp and fries. Which shrimp by the ocean might be okay, but still, looks like a shitty place to go and eat.
Double homage.
I would not trust the shrimp at this place.
Double homage. In Fast and Furious, there's a scene where Dom and Brian are eating when he's about to let Brian in on their plan to steal the DVD players. Dated movie, obviously. And Brian says, no, Dom, see, I pay for my own shrimp. I don't need handouts. So it's another homage.
Everyone digs the waitress.
Something about her.
Especially when she puts out.
What's that? She hasn't, though, yet.
Dude, trust me, I tried this. I was like, dude, I played high school football and college sports. Like, okay, no bite. All right, my parents died.
Oh shit, mine too. Like I knew it was one of the, I knew it was one of the two. I didn't know which fork of the road to go down, but now I know. My parents are so dead. Oh my god.
Honestly, once your parents die, if anyone's had their parents dead, you definitely go to the funeral. It's like, I need to be by an ocean. So that's what Keanu's saying to her right now.
I need to somehow lose myself, but also find myself simultaneously. And not be able to act. And I think Keanu's crushing all three right now. But also, if you're at home, don't get it twisted. Yes, we're drunk. Yes, this is the most bro movie of all time. Yes, we're pseudo making fun of it, but I would not recast Keanu in 91 with anyone else in this role. And it's not because I think he's the best actor for the role. It's because he's fucking Keanu, and this is fucking Point Break.
The only problem with Keanu in this movie is that he's too bro, because he's the dude that's supposed to be from Ohio. That's the only problem with him.
Or as he
He's
calls
one of
it,
the surfer guys, you totally buy it.
Brohio, you mean? Banner, I love how when you open a beer, you move it to right in front of your microphone. Like, you had it back where the mic wouldn't have picked up the opening of the beer, and you're like, well, fuck, we're professionals.
See, this is actually cool because I've never taken a surfing lesson, but before, you swing a golf club or before you hit a baseball, before you surf, you got to practice it kind of dry before you get out in the ocean. So this is actually probably real.
And by you've never taken a surfing lesson, you mean you've taken 18 of them because you've watched this movie.
Yeah.
Right. It's not like Mr. Miyagi's like, hey, wax my car, and then afterwards you can beat the fuck out of the biggest guy in town. That doesn't happen. That's not true.
That's just a trick to get you to do his fucking chores, and
Yeah.
Daniel's son figured that
I went to my
out.
neighbor's car and then went to the neighbor's bully, and he kicked the fuck out of me. I had to go home. My mom had to stitch me up.
What if Keanu got out here and he's like, you know what? I enjoy boogie boarding more. Fuck undercover. I'm just going to boogie board. We'll figure the rest out later.
Guys, this was directed by Catherine Bigelow, who also did The Hurt Locker.
She did Detroit too, which is in theaters right now.
She did.
She's James Cameron's.
She's married to James Cameron.
Mm-hmm. She won an Academy Award for that.
The Hurt Locker, which was Jeremy Renner's big break in Hollywood. Anthony Mackie in it as well. Two MCU
I have
ties.
really short hair, but every time I see this movie, I just pretend to taking the scrunchie out of my ponytail and flicking around my head. I'm just like, let's go live. I just go watch this movie. It's just all about just living by the ocean, man. Just taking life one day at a time and not paying fucking rent.
Fuck rent. Fuck our landlords. Fuck taxes.
Landlord's the man. You want to pay
Look, as long as you find yourself and lose yourself all at the same time, you're good.
Swayze does a great job in this movie, as is vintage Swayze, if you've ever seen. Check out our Roadhouse movie commentary, because Dalton does this incredibly well. Of, like, the first half of his sentence, he'll say something, and then in the second half of his sentence, he'll contradict that. So he essentially wasted a whole sentence of not actually saying anything. Maybe
that's Bodie. He's fucked me 8 times last month.
Yeah, he never came
once. The only
once.
problem I have with this is that the stunt double they have doing the surfing has like 4 inches longer hair than Swayze in this.
I guarantee you this guy was such a bro that he just did not agree to cut his fucking hair. And
yeah, absolutely. He's like, I'll be in your fucking movie, bro, but I ain't cutting my fucking hair. And what's weird is they can say it got wet, so it's longer, but her hair gets wet and it gets shorter, so.
Yeah, and they probably paid the stunt double in weed and not in money. Yeah. He's like, look, just give me like 2 pounds of weed and we'll call it square.
Yeah, they probably paid him in
like. I went to my barber last week and I just gave him a picture of her from Point Break. I'm like, make my hair look like that.
I just gave him advice that I heard from Point Break, and he actually gave me $5 for cutting my hair.
Look at these dudes, just playing football, just living life.
That's the mark. That's like Christopher Columbus after he's planted his flag in America. He comes back and he just picks up some dirt. He's like, "Been here. Remember that trip?"
Yeah, he definitely conquered this state for sure.
Not even a big deal. He kisses
her
like.
He made out with her when he first saw her.
Because he gives her the kiss.
Yeah, but that's just Swayze.
That's just how Swayze says hello.
That's just how Swayze says hello. Yeah.
Yeah. My mom got a picture for signed of Swayze back in '93, and that's how he said hello to her.
I've heard Swayze in interviews like, the way I used to like to meet the cast and crew was just to fuck every woman on set. They're like, what? That doesn't seem like you're really helping. No, it was for them. Now, see, Banner, that's a push-off. I mean, that's a 5-yard penalty.
Nope, you can win a Grammy for that.
For those of you at home, I played a lot of flag football with Brian Banner, and I've told Geiger this story a million times. He insisted on playing the offensive line instead of receiver because he said he could win us the battle in the trenches. And I didn't know what he meant until he got about 5 personal foul penalties on the team's pass rushers every game.
This is where Johnny Utah belongs. Running the West Coast offense gives him ability to run and gun.
Only Johnny Utah in flag football still insists on being under center.
He almost looks like Shane Falco, but that's crazy.
That's absurd. Well, honestly, listen to yourself.
Not even close.
Look at Swayze's swim move. He can surf, dance, karate, fuck every chick, and still sack the quarterback.
I can't believe they had Swayze on the wheel route. That's just unfair.
And this is, I know
Swayze's
this is movies, in movies anything
like,
can happen, like someone can fly and stuff, but there's no way Keanu Reeves would ever tackle Patrick Swayze. No fucking
especially
way.
With a bum knee? No way.
I love how they get mad at him for tackling him, but also Swayze basically fucking ran into the ocean. Like, look at
if that's not out of bounds, then I don't know what is.
And if you're out of bounds, why are you still trying to run away from me, bro? Because my male instinct kicks in.
I'm like a lion hunting a gazelle. Can't hold me back.
This is also what I don't get. This is Johnny Utah. He played for Ohio State against USC. So wouldn't you hate him? He's from Ohio State.
Yeah, you definitely would hate him. But maybe they're jersey chasers.
Swayze doesn't need to be a jersey chaser.
Well, not him. I'm talking about, like, Roach and those other dudes.
He gets so much ass, he has to put it in the bank, so it just collects interest.
He gets more ass than a toilet seat.
I love this scene, dude. He just comes in the FBI with sunglasses and a surfboard and a tank top.
I love Busey's t-shirt in this, too. I'd totally rock a t-shirt like that.
Busey hasn't surfed or even stepped foot 100 yards of the beach, but for some reason, he's dressed like a surfer, too. That's what I don't understand.
I love it. Professor Cox here he's livid.
He's like, well, it's buy one, get one free at Vans, so I got him one too. Can he roll up his sleeves anymore?
I don't think so.
God, this is great.
Why didn't you leave it in the car? I couldn't lock the car.
Guys, I asked my delivery
But
guy.
I want someone to steal my pink surfboard.
Guys, I asked my delivery guy if he wanted to be on the Point Break commentary, and he said I don't speak English.
So he'd fit right in.
Yeah,
Does he speak
But you
bro
can't live
though?
in New York.
He speaks fluent, bro, of course.
Can you smoke in there? I guess BC doesn't care.
Yeah, BC doesn't give a fuck. He'll smoke wherever he wants.
Back to that chick who banged Swayze.
Let's be honest though, she'd probably bang Keanu too.
Yeah, apparently fucking 100 million chicks in your lifetime gets you pancreatic cancer, so watch out for that.
It's good to know.
I don't get this scene at all. It's just a bunch of grass and stuff. It doesn't make any sense. And surfers are stuck to certain breaks, so they just stick to a certain one. So let's cut off their hair. That's how we're gonna catch them, which makes no fucking sense at all.
I love these. They're like, hey, if we put a beach towel over our head, nobody will know we're smoking pot.
Can I ask
Ultimate, this is the stupidest scene in this movie. These scenes here.
Yeah, when they're getting their fucking hair. But were they fucking each other under that blanket? Like, what was happening?
No, I think they were smoking dope. Like a true surfer bro would do.
What's wrong with that, man? The man wants to stop that, too.
I just saved your life, bro. God, Keanu, can you be any fucking worse?
The only way to make him a worse actor is to tell him to purposely act bad. Like, hey, you're doing a bad undercover job here. He's like, oh, okay. I don't know how to act worse, but I'll try.
What's great about that is the director said, hey, Keanu, be really bro like Bill and Ted. He's like, I thought that's what I was doing through this whole fucking movie. Okay, you want more of it?
He's like, I don't know if I can go any harder. These shirts are so 90s, dude. I used to rock this shit. And I mean, granted, I wasn't obviously Busey's age, but I still wanted to get pussy as bad, so I would rock that shit out to like a middle school mixer.
You will never get close to amount of pussy that Busey got.
Look, if I got half as much pussy as Busey got, I'd be happy.
He's the guy who can hang it up in his, mid-40s because he said, I've done all I need to do.
I love how Busey's giving Keanu advice on how to surf when he's never fucking surfed before.
He said it's not that hard.
No, just watch. It's super easy.
He's watched it for a while. It's not that hard.
Not that difficult.
It's like when I criticize my quarterback, It's not that fucking difficult. I watch this on TV 16 times a year.
We're just like, what we got there?
This is a big no-no.
I got
Whenever you're at the gym, whenever a bro has a water bottle and a gym bag by a machine, you don't go take the machine, and you don't dig another bro's wave.
That's fucked up, yeah. Banner, I got a blackened chicken pasta. It's very, very good.
Can you go ahead and give me 2?
Utah, give me 2! Check out episode 28 of the Bro Force Squad podcast. That's how we open it. You ding my board? Might as well have declared war against Nazi Germany. Why do you have a shank out in the water? Are you going to stab a coral reef?
You never know when a seal is going to come.
Yeah,
that's the shittiest beach I've ever seen. There's so many fucking rocks everywhere.
Yeah.
Nobody want to lay out at that beach.
That's just like, go back to the valley, man. It's like, what? That beach is kind of shitty.
There's no kind of about it. It's really shitty. They need to clean that shit up.
20 guys here with ponytails. What'd you expect, dude? Pappas, dude, be more obvious. He's got those binoculars like a fucking kid trying to check out Wendy Peppercorn.
Yeah, like an old-ass dude a block away from the beach with binoculars. You're either peeping Tom or you're a detective, one of the two.
Yeah, and probably the detective is more frowned upon. Everybody wants to see some tits.
I was gonna say, look, if you're Gary Busey too, there's more likely that like it's gonna be acceptable that you're doing that. Like, oh, it's just a weird old man.
This scene caught me off guard when I rewatched it. I didn't like. This is intimidating. You like Bigelow does a good job of painting like, oh, this guy's about to be jail raped in the middle of the beach. Which is
One
the
of those,
chili?
lead singer to the Chili Peppers.
Which
yeah.
one? Earrings guy?
The
Him?
middle one.
No, the braided hair guy. That dude right there.
Yeah, the Jedi Padawan.
Yeah.
91, man, that's when the Chili Peppers were about to just skyrocket.
You know how brave it is to fight someone with only 3 of your closest friends? I texted Geiger, actually, Banner, you were on this thread as well last night, because when Swayze shows up here, do you think it's just in his contract that every one of his characters knows karate, regardless of their backstory?
100%.
If Swayze's in the movie,
There's
he's
gonna be
do
karate.
But he almost
He has to.
You could tell he learned a lot from Roadhouse because he brings the roundhouse kick front and center here. Who wants
This
some?
is a great Swayze scene. He just throws him down. You're like, okay, he's just gonna stop the fight. He's just a surfer bro.
He doesn't want any trouble. But I'll also kill all of you in a moment's notice.
But then here it comes. He's just gonna karate fucking everyone.
And there's Busey, like, God damn it, I still got some more coke to do in my car.
Yeah, he's like, let me just do this last bump real quick, and then I'll... Busey's really good at undercover, though, because he can just fucking, like, switch right back into, like, normal. Look at that roundhouse kick! Oh, my God. Yep.
It still carries over from Roadhouse.
And at this point, every chick in your theater is wet.
There's another one. Jesus Christ. He just keeps kicking him.
Why do they keep lining up for it? It's like they have some sick...
Here comes the greatest, like, honestly, my wife gets so wet whenever Swayze says this line. You're coming up. No, dude, I didn't see your car stereo. Get out of here, Busey.
Busey's good at thinking on his feet, though. You gotta respect that about Pappas. He could have fucked over Utah, but he didn't.
Let's be honest, he's just so high, he actually thought he was looking for his car stereo.
Yeah, that'll keep him busy the rest of the night.
Nazi assholes. I don't get that at all. They're not skinheads or anything.
They're actually the opposite. They have, like, long ponytails.
What's their program? I don't know, their brain's just weird. They don't understand the ocean.
Is there anything more bro too than inviting someone to your house and then refusing to give them your address? He's like, you just invited me, though. I don't understand.
Just find it. It'll find you before you find it. Like, what the fuck? What is
I need your goddamn...
mean?
Bodie, give me the fucking street, or I'm gonna be driving around like an asshole all night.
It's California, one of the biggest states in the United States. There's no way I'll find it. It's a place where you can lose yourself and find yourself at the same time.
He's like, Bodie, you need to stop fucking saying that. It's contradictory, and I need to know where I'm driving.
Brody, that's the first time Brody's ever given a handshake, I guarantee you.
Yeah, people with corporate nooses shake hands.
Come with Tyler, she knows. Once again, I fucked her like a ton of times, so just want you to know that before you get in a
I don't know if
relationship
I mentioned that in any of our previous conversations about Tyler. Tyler knows because she stayed there a bunch of times when we had intercourse. What? I think Bunker's the guy we're looking for, guys. I think we can call this movie off in about 20 minutes. I think we're good.
found the ex-presidents, we think.
Yeah, totally, bro.
This shit's over. Let's ask for a to-go box because it is bunker front and center. We're good.
Bruh. Wow, okay, guys.
Oh, that's unusual. It's night, and they ordered pizza, smoke weed, and drink beer. That doesn't seem like a villain. That's weird.
Something's not adding up here for me.
Guys, you know who else was up for to be in this movie? Matthew Broderick, Johnny Depp, Val Kilmer, and Charlie Sheen.
As what?
Johnny Utah.
Sheen would have been good.
I could have seen Kilmer as Bodhi.
I could have seen Kilmer as Bodhi as well.
Depp would have been good too.
And guess who else was originally going to direct this?
Who?
Oliver Stone?
I was going to guess him too.
Ridley Scott.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I could not have seen Broderick as Utah just because I can't see him as a former college All-American at quarterback.
This doesn't make sense at all. So I know they're all on drugs, but this is 1991. They're surfers, but they're playing like 1960s hippie music. Like, wouldn't they be playing like Van Halen? I don't know, some California type music.
Look, is this chick not the secretary from their fucking office?
It's like, hey, don't I? It's like, no, you don't know me tonight. I'm like, okay. He's doing tequila and just taking line. Oh god, dude.
He's such a badass.
He's fucked every girl in this fucking party. Watch yourself, she's a wild one, which is basically saying, dude, I fucked her before, so.
He's like, look, if you play your cards right, Utah, anal is happening tonight. Just don't fuck it up.
Doesn't that suck whenever someone's like, hey, watch her, she's a wild one? It's like, what does that mean? It's like, I don't know, we used to have a thing. It wasn't that big a deal. Did you have sex? It's like, it wasn't anything.
It's like, that doesn't answer my question at all.
They could have done a better lead actress in this movie, just saying.
Anyone. Meg Ryan in 91? Give me Meg Ryan.
Anyone else, pretty much.
Meg Ryan, 1991. Fuck yeah, let's go. Michelle Pfeiffer?
Yeah. Just anybody with long hair. I mean, Keanu has longer hair than her. And this dude looks like he's from a William Shakespeare movie, not a surfer movie. With his perfect goatee.
Are they actually brothers, or later when Bodhi calls him brother, is that just like a brother, like Hulk Hogan type of reference?
Here's Bodhi. God damn it. So apparently none of our meteorologists can get weather right, but Bodhi knows that there's a storm coming that's been brewing for 50 years outside of Australia that he's going to be at. So
that's just how much of a badass Swayze is.
I know. He knows more meteorology more than meteorology.
He is weather.
And this chick's just rubbing his back the whole time. She has no clue what he's saying. She's like, are we going to fuck again? I'm like, yes. You just let me say sentences that don't make sense for a while? And just in case there's one piece of pussy that doesn't know if she should fuck Swayze, he's tuning up his acoustic guitar, which was just retired in the Broforce Hall of Fame. This movie's insane. I'm hammered, Banner.
I'm pretty fucked up right now.
I'm making an executive decision. I'm stopping eating my food
and why
because...
is she wearing a nice dress by the beach? Everyone else has, like, fucking, like, wife beaters on. Another dude with an acoustic guitar. Just in case, like, a, you know.
Guy, you're getting dick doesn't take days off.
That is way too nice of a dress for this kind of party. And now there's fucking candles everywhere. That's a fire hazard.
I'll tell you this, with her lack of figure, that dress still isn't doing her any favors, and that it's doing all the work.
God damn it, this is Bodhi's room.
She's like, yep, I can tell you some stories about what we've done in here before.
He always takes them in there, the candles are always lit. She's like, did you have these lit the whole time you're at the bar? That's a fire hazard. She's like, yeah, I don't care about fire. Fire didn't scare me.
Fire needs to worry about Bodhi
fire doesn't
hazards.
burn.
Yeah, fire don't burn. Well, that seems incredibly contradictory. God, Swayze, rest in peace, man. We miss you.
Are you guys gonna fucking hear? If so, I'm gonna do Buddha over in the corner. So, just don't mind me.
Stealth mission?
God, is there anything broer? This board has a mirror on it just so I can all the time see how fucking awesome I look.
Again, man, using their car's lights. It's just so fucking intuitive and inventive. I love it.
There you go. Let's be a badass. We're just gonna stab the lighter fluid. We're not gonna just open the cap.
Yeah, even
Let's
though the
just fucking stab it.
cap works perfectly fine, but fuck that. This is how someone gets hurt, guys.
Jeff, that's because you like the system. You like to use the cap, don't you?
Big fan of the
You
system.
trust the system.
Yeah, I love the system. Big fan. I like the man as well.
The chick's like, I don't think he's ready for this. Sway's like, he'll be fine. I know. I've never seen him surf, but I mean, look at me.
It's just a vibe I get from him.
The ocean told me he's not ready, but he'll be ready.
Yeah, the ocean just sent me an instant message that he was ready, so.
Bodhi's like, worst case, he dies. She's like, well, that's a bad worst case. These
Like,
fire
Tyler, let's fuck again.
Fire don't burn.
You gotta say this about Bigelow. It must have been hard to film some of these surfing scenes. I know it's stunt doubles, but I just mean like getting a camera out there and filming somebody.
Here we go. Can't see shit out there. Just feel the wave. Get in sync and shut your eyes. Don't do anything, but do more than you've ever done before.
Vision
like
is...
You keep going right and left on me. I don't know what you're saying.
A great quote from Bodhi, quote unquote, vision is overrated.
Yes, it is. Unless you're looking at bitches, it is.
You're surfing, man.
This is about the broest scene we've ever watched on the Broforce Squad, and that's a tough list to top.
More than Fast and the Furious. This is
and I am in such awe right now, it's not even funny.
Jeff, as a Fast and the Furious aficionado, you gotta admit, this is the broest fucking movie ever.
100%. Now, Brian O'Connor, though, I don't think it's like a ripoff. I think it's an homage, if I can. It pays respect.
It is. It just, I mean, basically taking something that works so well and turning it into like street racing or something like that. It was really smart. Fast and the Furious, the first one, is a fantastic movie.
It pays respect to this. It doesn't try and like rip it off and do it worse. Like
the only problem I have with the Fast and the Furious first movie is it doesn't have Swayze in it.
Good point.
Yeah, but isn't that your problem with literally any movie ever?
It's every single movie. And why does this guy just keep spitting Corona on the fire? Like, why don't you just drink beer?
You're wasting. Yeah, dude. Are you that big of a pussy? Sorry, it's not a Lime-A-Rita.
Guys, speaking of beer,
complete.
I had two, and I swear I didn't drink the second one, but it's gone.
What if someone asks Swayze, what time is it? And Swayze's like, time is a metaphor made up by the government.
At this point, I'm wondering what question you could ask Bodhi that he would just actually answer it without giving you some fucking reimagination of a Chinese proverb. Like, no, bro, can you just fucking answer the question?
She's like, you usually have this intense look on your face, but now it's fun. He's like, the ocean, I just feel it. It's weird.
It's not because I'm lying to you about my parents being fucking dead and I just want to dick you down. It has nothing to do with either of those two things.
Also, does your hair ever grow? Because mine just got longer, so don't understand.
Do you get your
hair?
Like,
well, I get a haircut literally every morning.
So I was gonna say, do you get your haircut in the middle of getting your haircut? Like, why is it so short?
She gets high on the dike on the side for sure.
This is another thing that Fast and Furious ripped off when people are supposed to be having like an intimate conversation. It doesn't even have to be sexual in undertone. And everything they say doesn't actually mean anything. Like, instead of talking like humans, they speak basically like they can only read fortune cookies to each other.
I don't understand. I understand it all. What?
This chick actor, I don't know if her lip was quivering because she's trying to like act like, wow, I'm really feeling something, or if because when they filmed this, she's actually freezing in the water. But both were accomplished right then.
Yeah, I don't know. I got nothing for you.
Is there anything more bro, too, than fucking a chick on the beach and sleeping there the whole night? And by...
maybe just fucking her on the beach and then leaving her on the beach.
Oh, okay. You found the one way to make that more bro. Right here, Banner, let me know your opinion. He gets a little clingy as he's about to go to work.
Oh, wait, no, there's no little about it.
Like, stop
Way
fucking kissing her, dude.
This is the least bro he could be right now.
We got a 9 a.m. and you're supposed to bring the coffee. We can't be fucking licking her face all morning.
The great thing about this scene is he's actually serious. I did this scene all through college. Like, oh my god, I have a class right now. It's Sunday. I know, it's a weird class.
It's an interim session.
I shouldn't have taken it.
Yeah, but him kissing her and stuff, come on.
Well, he's also like, maybe we can fuck one more time, because in my head, I never want to see you again, but...
The great thing about her is that she is the hottest chick in this movie, because there's literally no other chick.
Well, that's not true. There's Keanu Reeves is in it also.
Keanu Reeves is hotter than her.
That's my point.
I'm really late. I hope you're not. You're on the pill, right? You said you were. Okay, cool. He's late to his own stakeout. It looks like a Camaro or something.
He's like, oh, let me put this gun right where my dick is.
Yeah. Even the way he runs is so bro. He's just like, oh my god, my fucking hair.
Late to your own rave.
Every other step, he flicks his hair out of his eyes.
Because he wants to live, Banner. It's time to live. And Busey, what's great about Busey is he's not even surfing, but he gets broer by the scene. Like, I'm not going to button these last 3 buttons.
He's like,
yeah, he's got long hair and a ponytail by the end of the movie.
He's like, but you're wired. You have to button it so the bad guys don't see that you're basically taping every word they say.
Busey's like, am I undercover? No. Am I kind of becoming a part of this world anyway? Yes.
So great.
Keanu
Reeves is like, you have to show the gun while you run, though.
We're about to see some multiple pairs of tits, guys, which is kind of becoming a Bro Force Squad movie commentary tradition. Obviously, we just did Angels in the Outfield, so...
Yeah. And Matilda.
If you really want to see some tits, check out our Space Jam movie commentary.
And his dog's name's Scooby, which makes sense.
Do you get it?
Scooby-Doo.
This is Bigelow with the handheld camera following Utah. It's fucking great. Is he putting a Red Bull in his Cheerios? What the fuck?
I think that's a beer.
I'm pretty sure it's a beer.
Oh, okay. I gave him the benefit of the doubt, and I should not have.
No money to buy milk.
Nobody needs milk when you got beer. Again, another bro thing to do.
What are you, a fucking dentist? Why do you have that? There we go. Get it by the mic.
Is he listening to music, or what's the deal?
That is the thing dentists have, though, right? Is the fucking, like...
And this chick's a Shannon's already hotter than our lead actress.
1,000%.
Why couldn't we got her?
And it's not like the lead actress is such a good fucking actor, like you have to have her in the movie.
Guys, someone's asking for his dog. I know it's the cops, man. What? No way. Let's get these fucking semi-automatic runs. Dude, that chick's hot.
What's a cockapoo? That's not even a dog.
It's a Cocker Spaniel and a Poodle mixed together. Duh.
You think Busey would have one of those? And name it
Of course
Scooby?
Busey would have one of those.
That's true. Busey would have, like, a lap dog. God,
Busey definitely wants a dog that he can, like, take on a plane with him.
This lawnmower is about to really play a big role in this scene.
Why didn't Utah just go over and say stop the lawnmower?
Can't do that. You kidding me? That would make sense.
Alright, guys, I'm hammered.
Me
It's
too.
official.
I gave up eating my lunch because I wanted to get drunk more.
Red Hot Chili Peppers lead singer.
How long?
Dream of Californication.
If you guys want to know why these bros right here turned to a life of crime, stay tuned till after the movie commentary. I'm going to tell you why, and spoiler alert, it involves Title IX. That's all I'll tease.
That chick that's at the door, her ass is awesome.
Well, she's dead, but it was awesome.
I thought it said was.
Oh, I thought you said is. I mean, when you said it, she was still alive in your defense.
I mean, her body's still warm, but yeah.
Who hasn't
This
been...
chick in the shower just beats the fuck out of Keanu Reeves here in a second.
She's got some fire to her. She's a little firecracker.
She's going to be a dentist after she was done stripping.
Yeah,
she's just saving up for cosmetology school.
She's just getting her undergraduate credits at a community college just because it's less expensive. That's the only reason why. I gotta say, Pappas, this is his move, man. If you have someone like in a grapple, he can shoot you in the fucking head. He does it twice in this movie.
The hooker he just bought, he's using her as a shield now. It's awesome.
That's $100 surcharge, though.
He's no stranger to hookers.
This chick could be Barbara Gordon.
His shit kicked by this girl.
She could be Barbara Gordon.
We're getting 100% on his fucking police test at the beginning of the scene. There's no way this should ever happen.
Don't you think he'd be distracted by the tits, though?
Isn't he gay?
Keanu Reeves?
No, Johnny Utah.
Yeah, Johnny Utah's dating a chick named Tyler with no tits and short hair. I think he's gay.
This chick's pretty badass, though. She has, like, a fucking barbed wire tattoo.
Why is it turning me on that she just stabbed that FBI agent? This guy's like, I just want to do some fucking yard work today. I took a Tuesday off, and look what's happening.
I love this scene, man. What would be more, like, painful? Like, dying from a fucking lawnmower? That would suck.
I think dying from a broken heart, Geiger.
It's true. If Tyler ever dumped him.
If she ever dumped him, yeah.
She said they'd be together forever, though.
Oh, shit. Well, then why are we even worrying about this?
That's what Bodhi said to her, too. Right before they did anal.
He said, we'll be together forever, but also never at the same time. What?
Keanu Reeves is the best-looking dude ever. You can't do that to his face.
Hold on a second.
Crime.
Don't lawnmowers just turn off when you, like, let go of the little lever?
I don't know. That's a pretty old-school lawnmower. I haven't seen a lawnmower like that in years, so
That's definitely not a Craftsman, I'll tell you that much.
But then you got Busey. Busey just shoots the lawnmower, and it's like, oh, yeah, I'm just going to turn off. It's cool.
You know, this is a weird movie whenever the black guy's like, God, these white guys are fucking nuts.
It's an alternate universe.
He's like, I'm just trying to cut my lawn. Look at these idiots.
When I bought my lawnmower from Lowe's, they were like, if you ever want to turn it off, you're going to have to flip it upside down and have Gary Busey shoot it. It's like, oh, well, that seems really inconvenient.
Did they show the chick with tits again? Where's she at?
You know what else is another, like, cliche of these types of movies? The other cop who was undercover who you fucked up his cover. Didn't that happen in the first Fast and Furious also?
Yes, and the thing about it is, don't you think the FBI would kind of, like, you know
about that?
Know about it? Like, have enough communication?
Like, they blame Utah, but how is he supposed to know who the fuck they have undercover and where? It's not his fault.
And this dude, who's one of the worst actors ever that's in a lot of movies.
Michael Rappaport's in this movie?
Yeah. He's like, and how would they rob a bank from whenever they're in New Mexico?
Yeah, you know it's bad if Keanu Reeves is out acting you.
God, this is great.
again, dude, fucking Dr. Cox is mad. Dude, this is on you, bro.
I was like, why don't we talk about this stuff? We should have like an app on our iPads where it says, no, Jimmy Two Tones is like on this case or something.
Yeah, or some type of like Excel spreadsheet, you know, that we can look at, like who's undercover with this gang.
Dr. Cox is like, I'm surprised as you guys are, but I'm going to act like I'm upset.
This is one of those situations where you have a meeting and someone goes, look, this is no one's fault.
It's great. He's like, I'm just going to go fuck the chick that I'm undercover with and just think about this.
He's like, Papas, you think I want to fuck this chick every single night while she does crazy things in the bedroom that no woman I've ever been with will even consider? No, I don't.
I'd much rather be working on the case trying to crack this motherfucker.
Sitting there with you,
this
punching.
Is how I relax and think.
Yeah, I'd much rather be there punching numbers in an Excel sheet with you, but I'm out here busting my ass so that we can catch these guys.
She honestly is like a terrible looking woman. Oh, the Ohio State alarm clock. Awesome.
I actually didn't notice that last time I saw it.
Buckeyes on that helmet, eh, Jeff?
This is where Bodhi's reaction's a little weird, but... How old do you think Bodhi is in this?
14.
I was going to say 15, yeah. Give or take.
He's like, hey, Bodhi, yeah, I know I fucked you before. This is nothing I haven't seen. So let's go, waves.
What's the latest grade of school you think Bodhi completed?
Dude, after 6th grade, when he learned about American history, he's just like, dude, this is not the way it should be. And I'm going to rewrite it, so I'm going to quit school to do it. It's sad, but Bodhi probably is like 44 in this movie.
Dude, it's kind of making me more sad the more we watch him as a podcast, but like, Swayze was like the quintessential bro, and we basically lost our leader, you know?
We did. He is our leader. He's our Jesus Christ, for sure. This is what's great about it. He like sees the ass, he's like, yeah, your ass! Then Keanu's like, wait a second.
I've seen that ass before.
No way, bro.
This is like his aha moment.
It's like, you look like you saw a ghost. He's like, what?
I think 93% of all bank robbery cases are solved by seeing a man's bare ass.
To see that ass from that distance, too, there's no way you can even see it.
Doesn't even make
especially the way
fucking
that
sense.
Keanu Reeves squints every time he's looking at something.
Tyler, I forgot. I had a meeting. I gotta go.
It's like a
with
new
the
client.
FBI.
He flips his hair every sentence.
What CDs do you think Bodhi bought at Tower Records?
In 91, Sammy Hagar, Van Halen.
Some Pearl Jam?
I don't know if they were out yet.
Nirvana?
Nirvana for sure. Nirvana.
Nirvana didn't come on the scene until like 92 or 93, though, did they?
Yeah, but Bodhi probably knew about their underground shit, you know?
Yeah, that's true. He's in California. Guns N' Roses.
Dude, I would love to listen to a Bodhi playlist. Do you think there is one out there? Like what they?
Oh my god! I mean, if you ever want to get your chick to suck you off.
Everyone listening to the podcast said go on and just turned it up a few notches. Like, no, that's the end of the help.
There'd probably be some Bob Marley too, where he's just like, I liked the past too. I recognize the past.
I like how he says
if we've
so
got any
much.
fans out there, if you have something or could come up with something close to a Bodhi playlist, go ahead and tweet that at us.
And we will put you in the. If you send us even like 3 songs on a Bodhi playlist, you will be in the Bro 4 Squad Hall of Fame on our website.
Bodhi's greatest hits.
The best of Bodhi.
He just buys a sack of fucking oranges. What are we doing right now?
Here comes, guys.
Yeah, this is in Florida. He's reading like, what is this? Arthur? I can't remember what he's reading in the paper.
Here's our sandwich shop, guys.
Dude,
Best
I love how
meatball
Pappas
subs.
goes, it's 10:30 and he already wants a sandwich. Like, that's so fucking early for lunch. Banner, you know this is my favorite line ever. Utah, give me 2!
I gonna spill beer all down the
Now
front.
listen, guys. He's about to get 3 fucking sandwiches for
The
$7.50.
sandwich shop chick here, this is what the thing is. She looks way hotter than the original chick. Why didn't he hit on her?
I know, but
He's
more,
1 for 1 with fucking waitresses.
Geiger,
Why not?
more important than the ex-president's jumping in the bank behind him. 3 sandwiches, $7.84 fucking cents.
That's legit.
That's absurd.
And honestly, it's any job, dude. It's not about the job you actually do. It's about when is lunch.
100%. We all wake up in the morning to eat lunch. No one on this podcast will disagree with
Honestly, I go to work and the first thing I say is like, it's only 4 hours till lunch.
Oh, I walk into work, so I'm like, so where are we going for lunch today, guys?
that. Banner goes to work for 2 reasons: his morning shit and lunch.
It's true.
In that order.
Most of the time.
Now,
Very
guys.
busy eating.
Now, guys, rewatching this, and I need you guys to talk me off the ledge. This seems incredibly stupid. Like, I know they're trying to catch him, but he completely blows his cover, and then after this acts like he didn't completely blow his cover.
Doesn't matter. It's a great chase scene.
It is a great chase scene.
Banner loves this scene. This is a great chase scene.
It's a great chase
Jesus
scene.
Christ, fuck was the line that just was on.
And that's Leviticus 3:12, if you want to look it up in your Bible at home. The great thing
here's what makes a great. This is what makes a great chase scene.
God, that was a tough sentence to put together, but you did it flawlessly. Keep going.
When they power slide into a turn and a hubcap spins off.
Yep, that's fucking it right there.
That's how you know you've made a good.
Also,
the tire could handle it, but the hubcap couldn't.
Banner, every good chase scene switches venue. So we start car, we go to foot. Some go from foot to car. Some go car to fucking boat. I've seen that before. That's a key too.
Dude, the Town took this from this movie. If you've ever seen The Town, whenever they have that fucking Banner, you love that chase scene too. Whenever they have the minivan going through Boston, they get to the fucking switch.
Through what city, Geiger? What city?
Boston. There's not too many movies done about it, but that one, if you want to see a Boston movie, it's that one, and that's pretty much it. There's no other movies done about Boston.
I can't think of another one even at all, ever.
Gun to my head. My wife and children on a fucking ledge. I couldn't think of another movie.
Busey fucked up here. He fucked up.
God, this is great.
Just put a smoke machine in the engine of that car.
Intel's like, wait a second.
Yeah, I didn't notice that effect.
Scrambler, Ohio State. I'll just run him down, man.
I love how he
Make sure
catches.
you see my hair flapping in the wind.
This is an emergency sanitation, is what he just said.
Yeah, because they all have to take a shit. Oh, good, a car dealership.
I'll run the car. You beat the fuck out of that guy and take his car.
Someone run inside and grab me a Charleston Chew, also. That would be a sick way to die, though. So how'd you die? Oh, some guy just randomly came up, sprayed me with a gas hose, and then lit a match on me. Oh, that's awesome, man.
Yeah, he made can this actually happen? Has anybody tried this?
Honestly, though, why is he taking so
flamethrower?
long? He takes a really long time.
Banner, I've done this about 3 or 4 times. Yeah, it can work.
Banner, I think this scene coming up, though, is a great chase scene where they're actually on foot.
Yeah.
Agreed. It's all shot with handhelds, which is great, too.
I'm just saying, another movie that has another great chase scene.
I love this movie.
Bad Boys 2.
I do. Dude, come on. But this movie was actually really well directed. Can we all agree on that? I mean, a lot of
100%.
people think this movie's a joke.
Well, I mean,
but
look
this
at
movie
Big-
directed.
Honestly, if you had somebody other than Keanu Reeves as Johnny Utah, it's a great movie. He is the problem with this movie.
His problem is that if he was one of the surfers, you could believe him, but he acts like a bro from California, but we're supposed to believe he's a dude from Ohio. That's the problem in this movie. With his hair and his style, he would be a quarterback at USC, not Ohio State.
You know how hard this is to shoot? Look how close quarters this is.
This is a fantastic scene that once they're on foot. I actually forgot how good of a scene
This is great.
Running through the houses
It's
and
weird
shit.
to think that Swayze is under that mask, too. And that goes back to the first scene. whenever I rewatched that, I was like, God, I can't remember which President Swayze was, but it's like Swayze's under that mask, which is fucking awesome. Like, why would Swayze ever wear a mask? His face gets him laid by every woman alive.
Because, you know, he has to, like, handicap it for himself. Where's the mask? Then only his voice is what gets him laid by everyone.
Yeah, look,
Wear a
you gotta.
mask, so
Sometimes they want to challenge themselves.
Yeah, I understand what it's like to be a normal human now when I wear a mask.
I've dug into the box with the donuts still on my bat before. I think it's only, you know, human nature to try and challenge yourself. A lot of movies, too, have taken homage from this type of chase scene. The handheld camera, the guy running behind him.
The only thing that you kind of get to is, like, how does Swayze know these backyards so well? Because he just seems like always know that door is going to be open.
Well, Geiger,
Like,
that's where it pays to be a part of the homeowners association. Show up to the fucking meetings. If you're at home, that's the one advice I can give you.
He still has a dog at him.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
I forgot about that, too. It's like a pit bull, too.
Yeah.
Cute as fuck. I'd pet the shit out of it.
I know. It was a cute dog.
Utah's about to have a Jason White from Oklahoma moment coming up right here.
Yep.
Non-contact, knee explodes. Do you think he meant to roll down the hill, like, because it was faster, or he
No,
was like...
No way.
I didn't
There's
think so
no way
either.
you meant to.
But he steered into the skid. Bye.
Uh-oh. That's going to be at least 3 to 6 weeks.
Overacting right here. Jesus.
That's going to be at least 3 to 6 weeks.
Guys, though, this is an iconic scene where he locks eyes with Bodhi and then shoots into the air. Movies have made fun of this. Movies have paid homage to this. This is iconic.
This is honestly really great, because he never misses. And Bodhi's like, dude, but we surfed. He's like, you're right. He's going to shoot in the air.
And I beat up when the Red Hot Chili Peppers lead singer was going to try and ass rape you in the shower.
And I fucked your girlfriend.
Wait, what?
That makes me want you to shoot you more.
Well, now, now we're backpedaling because I feel like that would make me want to shoot. No, it's like we're Eskimo brothers. Actually, that is kind of a way bros would bond in a sick, fucked up type of metaphor.
Not that sick.
He's got an ice like hanging up there. He's just like, fuck.
Geiger, I meant to say this during the scene where they were
And
at
then
the gas
Busey
station.
walks in with a fucking cigar.
No, but
It's
can
like,
we say
hey, man,
this?
You alright?
His wardrobe has got more surfy the entire time. Like,
Because he's
he has
adapted.
an office now?
He's
How's
like
he have an office?
He's like an iguana. He's adapted on how to get pussy. Let me say this though: the thing I like about Pappas is like a lot of times the other cop with like the main guy is some fat fuck who doesn't get out of the car. Say what you want about Busey, but Pappas fucking he gets in the mix. He mixes it up. He shoots guys. He fucking jumps out there, and I love that about his character.
Eats sandwiches. He does it all.
No one else in this movie can crush 2 meatball subs at 10:30 in the morning, and then
And
also
wish he had a third.
exactly wish he had a third, and then fucking unleash some lead on some surfer bros in the middle of a sit-go parking lot.
This surfer guru buddy of yours. He's like, go home and get some rest. You look like shit.
This is where I don't get. He's like, yeah, okay, well, everyone.
When Gary Busey says you look like shit, you should probably go home.
You know it's been a rough day then.
I'd hang it up. Let's just hope the jersey gets hung from the rafters because it's over at this point.
So now he's trying to convince Free Willy Chick that he was in a hit and run. I don't remember.
What's great is like once he's once he's at the police station, he's like, God damn it, they're being mean to me, so I'm gonna go to my undercover chick who doesn't even know who the fuck I am to try to explain to her so she understands.
The problem is you can't blow your cover like blatantly and then just fucking go back undercover.
I don't know if I'm getting drunk or it's because she's the only chick in the movie, but she doesn't look that bad now.
I'm with you, man. I would
No,
lean
her hair
in.
is definitely getting longer.
Yeah.
The problem, Geiger, is the second her hair gets long enough to where you'd consider it, she's about to get it cut again, you know?
Yeah.
Here's the thing with her though. You can see it in her eyes. She's not gonna say no to anything.
Yeah, she's definitely, you could do whatever you want with her.
Yeah. She's never gonna say stop.
What do you think the best sex she's ever had? Gina Davis, because they were dykes in the League of Their Own. Keanu Reeves, Bodhi, or Free Willy, because they all banged her.
I'm gonna gonna have to say the Hawaiian dude in Free Willy. Not Free Willy himself, but the Hawaiian dude that tells the story.
With the Seahawks hat?
Yeah!
Better than Bodie?
It's a different kind of... He touched her spiritually, where Bodhi can never get to.
Bodie is spiritual. Look at him. Look at his hair right now.
I understand where you're coming from. I'm just not feeling it.
Wow. On the Bro Force squad, this is fucking blasphemy that you go behind Swayze's... You go behind... Not his back. You go behind Swayze's hair and stab him in the back. It's disgusting, Banner. You should be ashamed of yourself.
His hair's better in Roadhouse than is in this, I think.
Of course it is, but this is still a pretty close second. It's frosted tipped. He's got a goatee.
It needs to be like 3 or 4 more inches longer, and it'd be better in this movie.
But Swayze knew the man wanted it 3 or 4 inches longer, so he stopped it there.
He's always 2 steps ahead, man.
I love this scene too. He's like, it was always us against the establishment. That's why we robbed banks. Which, why wouldn't they just give the money to charity then if it was like that? It's like, no, we still need.
No. Look, Doc's gotta eat, man.
You think Corona comes free? What the fuck? And anybody in a relationship, we all know this scene. You're sleeping just nice and cold, and your girlfriend pulls out a fucking 9mm to your head.
Who's
Here's
Sarah?
another thing I'm gonna say about this too. So she has this long sleeve shirt on, not buttoned up, and her tits don't pop out.
That was
That's
my
when you
point
know she's a
earlier.
man.
That was my point. Like, puberty's got to hit you past 31, right? Is that...
Yeah, it's sooner or later when she got the gun. Don't you think she'd like put her own clothes on? I don't understand.
Yeah, do you want to shoot me, or do you still want to wear my clothes? Because those seem like
This is
opposing
how crazy
ideals.
girls are. They don't care if you're a CIA agent and maybe suspecting them. They just care about like, are your parents dead? Did you lie about that?
Do you have a soul? That's what she just asked her.
Here's where you got to be, really intuitive and flip it on her. Did you lie to me about your parents dying? You'd be like, okay, did you only fuck me because both our parents were dead? Because that's just as messed up, I think, really.
That sucks, man. He wants to run after her, but he can't walk. He's like, Tyler, no.
USC blew that knee out at the fucking Sugar Bowl. Lost a lot of money on that game.
God damn it,
Tyler,
Falco.
I fucked up, okay? We just need to talk. I don't know. Just
We've
come to
all
my house.
we've all left these voicemails like part 1 of 3. Like, listen, babe, I think we both said some shit. I'm sorry. Beep. All right, I'll leave another one. I'll call back.
And then we just passed out with the phone on our chest.
With jeans, so great.
And all of a sudden he can walk now. It's weird.
Not even buttoned up. Fucking Bodie.
This is what's
Howdy, bro.
it's so stupid that he goes back undercover. Even for this movie, I almost can't even handle it.
This is when Keanu Reeves' acting gets to an all-time low.
I don't think I want to surf right now. Like, this is way different.
This is when the
God,
movie
dude, this is
really
awesome.
This is when the movie really changes from like we're just bros hanging out to like everyone here is incredibly fucked up in the head.
Is that a Bowflex behind him? Because that's bro as shit.
Of course it is, dude. Are you kidding me?
I don't think Bowflexes were out in 91.
When I saw that shit though, I was actually like, there's a gym right below me in my apartment. I was like, I'm just gonna go do a little bit of chest.
His gym's right by his bed, which is even more bro.
He actually sleeps in his gym.
Okay, and this is honestly confusing because you don't think this movie is like this stupid, but so
But it is.
Keanu Reeves is undercover under the same name that he has,
Right.
and he knows who the ex-surfers are, which are the guys he's with. But he wasn't wearing a mask during that whole chase scene we just talked about. So every person in this scene who's the ex-surfer knows that he is undercover cop trying
That's
to
what
catch
I'm
them.
saying. It's so fucking stupid to go back out there.
So,
Everyone has seen his face.
This movie
Well,
should
no,
be
they had
ending,
this scene
but
a
it's
minute
not.
ago. They had a scene a minute ago where Bodhi's like, no, I've got this. So he tells Tyler, hey, his parents weren't dead, and now he's going to try and kill him, throwing him out of the plane.
Yeah, so how is that smart for Johnny Utah after his cover's been exposed to go back undercover?
Because he loves her.
But
Oh,
how
shit,
stupid is
okay.
it that they know that his cover's blown and Bodhi comes to his door and wants to, like, of course, The only thing this could make sense is if Johnny Utah, and this is like a 1% chance, that the people he was chasing down weren't the surfers that he's with now. But if they were, they all know who he is because he wasn't wearing a mask. So there's no reason for him to get in a fucking plane with him at all.
But they're obviously not the other surfer bros they found because they disproved that already. So you have no other leads, your cover's blown, and just because you want to dick down some dude named Tyler who's pretending to be a chick, you're going to risk it? Doesn't make sense.
And the thing is, the only reason he was at the bank was because of...
He was getting a fucking meatball sub.
Well, no, he was at the bank because he knew that Bodie was checking it out. So he knows it's them. Both people know what's going on right now, and he's about to jump out of a plane with them. This makes no goddamn sense.
The only way it's justifiable, to Banner's defense, is that he got 3 sandwiches for $7.84.
I know, he's playing on house money right now.
You can't get 1 sandwich for that in 2017. You know what movie did this scene better? Kingsman: The Secret Service.
Shut the fuck up.
Actually, there's 2 scenes. I forgot there's 2 skydiving scenes.
Hey, truth though, Swayze actually did this scene. Swayze was actually a pretty big adrenaline junkie, and in a scene he said, of all the characters he's ever done in acting, Bodie fits him most. He said Bodie reminds me of myself the most, which is really weird.
Another fun fact, so Iron Man 3, Shane Black directed it. He worships Catherine Bigelow, the director of this. And the scene where Iron Man is diving down to rescue the flight attendants from Air Force One, he said that he called Catherine Bigelow and took her out to lunch 3 times to ask how she shot this, because that's how he wanted to film the scene. And so
from Iron Man 3, yeah.
The scene in Iron Man 3, they had to do 4 separate jumps to film it, Shane Black said.
Did Catherine Bigelow then say, actually, that wasn't Bodie, it was an actor pretending to be Bodie?
Yeah. And at the very end, when they land, she says, no, I meant just an actor pretending to be a surfer, and it ruins the whole fucking movie. Yeah.
You ever jumped out of a plane? It doesn't take this long, so pull the parachute way before this.
I mean, if you don't like getting ass, then yeah, I guess it doesn't take this long. I guess your shoot would already be out. Also, let's go listen to our Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie commentary, because the opening scene that starts with this is like, will just make you want to do 2 shots, head out to the bar, and bang the first chick you see, because you can accomplish anything in life.
This is what's great. It's like, Johnny, trust us, even though we tried to kill each other like literally 2 days ago.
And even though we're in the midst of maybe trying to kill you now.
What a way to go, though, right?
Go big or go home. Live free or die hard.
I'll go home. I'd rather just live.
Fucking Keanu, dude.
There are a bunch of scenes.
I can't believe the Oscars snubbed him on this.
Total bullshit. It's racist, is what it is.
I'm a CIA agent.
Brody! I am an FBI agent. There's a lot of shit in this movie, though. Like, we don't know what the fuck we're talking about where the bros take on movies, but cinematography-wise, this and the chase scene cannot be easy to fucking film, dude. There's no way.
There's a lot of great directing in this. Lines, you know, I might give that to you if you're not a bro saying that this is a stupid movie. But directing-wise, I mean, this is kind of cheesy because Jeff said Kingsman already did it, consequently 15 years later after this, but...
Crushed it.
The chase scene and the bank robbing scenes and even some of the surfing scenes are fucking very well done.
To Banner's point, that chase scene was great because it had 2 elements. It wasn't too long. It was filmed well. The hubcap flew off. We went car to foot. That was a great fucking chase scene.
It's like, this is great, isn't it? You're doing good. It's like, yeah, we're all friends now. You, like...
Well, and the best part about it is, like, there are times where you're like, oh shit, he might actually catch him, and then he doesn't. And then you have the emotional, they make eye contact at the end.
Yeah, like, are we gonna fuck or are we gonna kill each other right now? I'm fine with either.
I love Swayze. He's like, I'm not gonna pull until 30 feet down. It's like, what?
Like, it literally won't even help us.
Son of a bitch.
Classic Bodie. Now there, I'm guessing Utah didn't trust that he actually had a shoot in his pack, right?
Yeah, and he was trying to show him that, hey man, like, I'm gnarly too.
Like
I can
anything
wait
you
till
can do, I can do better.
Yeah.
But you
Even
can't.
though there's no girls in
You
this
can't
movie.
out Bodie, and the second you think you can, you've already fucking lost.
He's already fucked every chick you've been with. Twice.
And even the chicks you haven't been with yet, he's fucked them.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm hammered.
Me too, I love it.
Keanu's hair in this is perfect.
Those are nice LGBTQ parachutes that they have.
I'm almost on D2 level right now, guys.
Good, man.
Holy Bud knows where I'm at right now.
Holy Bud, shout out, love you, bro. This is actually, like, we don't have that much left. I have 40 minutes left, and that's counting the credits, meaning we're probably looking at like 35 minutes left total.
Yeah, we're not too far from the end. I mean, things are about to start to ramp up right here.
This is a quick watch. It really is.
This is one of those ones that, I mean, it's a 2-hour movie, but it doesn't feel quite like 2 hours. But anytime you watch Swayze, it's, I mean,
yeah.
You can give me 8 hours of Swayze and it'll feel like 10 minutes.
Swayze can just be sitting there reciting bullshit that doesn't make any sense. Now, this is where it goes from 0 to 100 real fucking quick.
Real fucking quick.
And I still don't understand, is this a live feed or is this just a fucking tape?
I think it's a VHS.
Okay, that's what I thought too. But it's for your own growth. Look, everything I do, there's a method to the madness. You think I like playing this role? No, I don't.
Why is she in a nightie? Because last time we saw her, she wasn't wearing anything.
What if
Keanu's
Keanu's like, honestly, we're in a fight right now, so kill her.
I love how Bodhi's just like, I hate this more than you do. He's like, but you did it. He's like, yeah, well, don't remind me.
He's like, yeah, but like she actually told me no one time. So I tried to go ass to mouth on her, and she was like, no, we're not doing that. And so
look at Bodhi. He's just like, God, I like this, but it's kind of fucked up.
Bodhi, he looks over. Bodhi's masturbating in the corner. He's like, "What? What the fuck's wrong with you?"
Just let me finish. I'll explain what happens.
Be a gentleman and let another gentleman do his duty. You know, take off the fucking lightweight.
Once again, Bodhi apparently fucked her a ton of times. She's a wild one.
this is a really bad scene.
Banner, I can't believe you.
Keanu's so
you said
fucking
the
bad.
Indian Seahawks fan for Free Willy fucked that chick better than Swayze, and now you're saying this is a bad scene.
I didn't say it's because Swayze wasn't good.
Get
She
the
just
Seahawks
liked it
out of
when
your
she's-
fucking mouth.
Keanu's so fucking bad in this third act.
Swayze
It's almost unwatchable.
Swayze knows and then forgets karate as it's convenient to the plot.
He's like, I hate this too, man. He's like, she's my lover.
Rosie is like the Bill Lambier of the Bodhi crew. You know, he's just out there to do the fucking dirty work.
It's like, once you set him in motion, he will not stop. God,
He's
it's
like, yeah,
awesome.
but you set him in motion.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna blame him?
It's not my fault. I gave her to a killer. It's his fault. He should be a better person.
I put him in the position and let him make the choice and grow as a person.
See, Swayze's hair is better right now when it's a little wet. When it's completely dry, it's fucking terrible.
This might be a dumb question, but as a bro, like, we worship at his altar, so I need to know. Is his natural hair closer to Dalton's or closer to Bodhi's?
No, it's darker for sure.
It's definitely darker.
Darker than Dalton's or Bodhi's?
Darker than Bodhi's. It's closer to Dalton's.
That's what I was asking.
I think it's like
It's-
I think it's the color of Dalton's, but the consistency and the volume and curliness of Bodhi's.
Yeah, I think it's whenever he was in Roadhouse, I think they really kind of done it up. But I think it's more the color of Roadhouse and Dirty Dancing and Ghost. But it's kind of, whenever it gets longer like that, it's more curly.
You guys know another Swayze movie we need to do a commentary on is Red Dawn.
Oh fuck
It's
yeah!
a great.
I even
fucking
like the
movie.
remake actually.
With Hemsworth.
Yeah. I mean, obviously the original is better, but the remake wasn't bad. When they go in with the 5-gallon bucket and steal all the orange soda.
This
that's
is
just
fantastic
accurate.
when they show them getting ready for the ex-presidents and stuff. It's so great.
And how excited they are too. I'm an FBI agent.
Acting. I know, man. Isn't it wild?
A double bell ring. Wow.
God, it's so great. It's so like, hey, you can do this. We can have sex. It's like, Bodhi, I am a virgin Christian. He's like, yeah,
I'm a
man,
boy.
isn't it wild?
He's like, why are you yelling that to me now of all times? I get it.
I love how Bodhi says, it's not her style to fall so hard. Trust me, she fucked me. I mean, if she'd fall for anybody, look at me.
Right? Even Utah would tip his cap. Like, absolutely. I totally agree. I'm actually partially in love with you. I'm not even gay. I know I'm getting ahead of myself.
One of the greatest lines of this movie, though, was the first scene whenever the ex-president is like, hey, we already screwed you, so it won't take you, like, it won't be a big problem if we screw you again and take all your money, which is so great. Fuck the establishment. They have it out for us. Our government hates us.
Totally.
That's why you just quit your job and go surfing and drink Coronas and fuck chicks. That's what we do.
That'll pay the bills. That is exactly what we do.
Actually, if any authorities are listening to this, we just kind of said that we bank robbed, so.
Oh, if we're not on a watch list already, we definitely are now.
If the actual Matt Geiger from the NBA in the 90s isn't just imprisoned as a precaution, then we've already failed as a society.
After we threw out this movie commentary, how many fucking views do you think we got on YouTube if we actually did this at a bank?
You know, probably like 10 more, so maybe it's not worth it.
We went to jail for a while, but we got a bunch of views on YouTube, so it's worth it.
Totally worth it. As long as we get enough views to cover our bail, it'll be worth it.
I know I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but does anyone else think that it makes zero fucking sense? And if anyone would just talk to each other for 10 fucking seconds, we'd figure it out. At the end, when they just arrest Johnny Utah, like, I'm not robbing a fucking bank. I've been undercover for 3 goddamn months.
Yeah, but they don't know that because that other guy was undercover for 3 months at the drug dealer place.
Yeah, but when there's 11,000 cops there, and your boss, and your partner, and they're handcuffing you, like, can no one just fucking talk to the other person, or do we just act like robots?
That chick fucked Swayze too, for sure.
Pixar didn't happen, bro.
She's probably about to fuck. She's like,
this bank robbing scene's honestly intense, man. This is a great fucking movie. It honestly is.
No, it is. Like I said, my only beef with it is Reeves.
It is. Honestly, I hate Keanu Reeves in this. And my wife loves him because she's from California. I said, but you don't get it. His character isn't supposed to be from California. He's supposed to be from Ohio.
They should have just made him from, like, UCLA, and it would have been great. This is where he's like, you're breaking your own rules, man.
You're not going to win, buddy. You're breaking your own rules, man.
I don't want to get ahead of myself again. That's kind of what I do. I come early. But the end scene to this movie is one of the most bro scenes of all time. This is the I don't want to say the rare combination because there's some good examples out there, but this is the quintessential combination of bro movie and also good movie. And like to Banner's point, it's not perfect. No one's gonna sit here and fucking argue that, but this is a good movie whether you're a bro or not.
I don't know, Geiger might.
Jeff, I love this scene where this guy is a cop and this dude's like, I get paid $5.78 an hour. I'm not fucking getting up here and shooting.
I don't even get
1-3. It's like, I'm not agreeing to your terms.
The rent-a-cop's like, I don't even get fucking dental insurance. You want me to open fire? Hell no.
It's like,
so Geiger, I just want to get this. So
like
your wife loves Reeves, right?
Yeah.
From California?
She's from Sacramento.
Reeves is Canadian.
I know.
But is he though?
Well, that's where he was born. And
Yeah, he was
stuff.
born there, but where did he become Keanu Reeves? He moved to LA when he was like 14.
Actually, it probably was in LA when he was in Speed.
Yeah, or Bill and Ted, both of the first two.
He was in a movie with Patrick Swayze and Rob Lowe called Youngbloods, where they play hockey too.
He was in another movie with Swayze.
That's actually a movie we could do a movie commentary on. Banner, have you ever heard of that movie?
Oh, I'll go watch it right now.
Is it a comedy?
It's Rob Lowe, Keanu Reeves, and Patrick Swayze.
Is there any pussy left after that movie that they haven't gotten?
No, absolutely not.
What year is that?
1986. It's called a sports drama. Have you heard of that?
I've heard of that genre of film, yes.
It's Reeves' second film ever.
What's his first? Can you see it?
It's got to be Bill and Ted. I don't know. Bill
One
and Ted.
step away.
Bill and Ted was like 88, I think.
Bill and Ted was 89.
Okay. And then the second was probably like 91, around
Was
the
he
time.
Ted? He was Ted,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wonder
he's
what
Ted.
Bill's doing now.
Coke. Like at this exact moment, yes. This is where, honestly, I feel this, what Swayze's going through right here.
Okay, to be completely honest, I know we're being characters here, but Swayze, I think this is his best acting performance ever. I know his character is kind of Vin Diesel-ish and has stupid lines sometimes, but I think, especially when he's on the scene with Reeves, and Reeves is just terribly blowing everything, his character development through this is awesome. How he's just like a dude doesn't care anything and he breaks his own rules, and he's basically just an adrenaline junkie that just wants more, and he just wants to die and just go out in a blaze of glory.
So he's kind of like Xander Cage.
Yeah,
See, I more so think, again, the Mark Sinclair reference, he's more Dom Toretto in the sense that, like, to Geiger's point, he does actually care about his fucking family. But yeah, he's like also, hey, I don't give a fuck about anything else. I love Pappas in this scene. He's so great.
he understands his goddamn rights.
He's almost like Randy Marsh here. He's just like so over the top. Dr. Cox is awful in this. And I'm not going to look up his actor name, so if you're at home and you're like, his name's John, like, just stop, dude. No one gives a fuck.
Like, we don't care.
He's Dr. Cox,
Cox,
and he sucks in this role, alright?
God damn it, Uncle Banner, because now I'm going to have to look it up.
But Uncle Banner gets it, but we also need him to hold us accountable a little bit at the same time.
Busey's about to take him out of this movie, though, here in a second.
Yeah, Busey's about to give him the people's elbow, metaphorically.
Once again, he's like, I was in the bureau whenever you were fucking masturbating to Marilyn Monroe. He's like, what?
And he's like,
John
what?
McGinley.
What's his name?
John Christopher McGinley.
He has 3 names? Gotta get one of those out.
Like he has a
Change
middle
it.
name.
Yeah, but if you go by your middle name, and this isn't medieval England, get the fuck over yourself.
Well, look, I'm on Wikipedia, alright? They give me way more information than
No,
we
I'm
need
not
to know.
blaming you. I'm talking to him directly. He's listening to this right now, and John Schmashmash McGinley and I are going to have words.
I know where they're going. Okay. Undo my cuffs.
He's like, first, let me go fuck this chick. Busey's like, absolutely. What's her address? I'll drive you by there.
Does your girlfriend have a girlfriend? I don't know. It's the 90s.
What movie is that from? Mrs. Doubtfire?
Doubtfire.
You guys should check out our bro back on
I'll
that.
run the next 3 miles. Like, okay, that makes sense. Fucking Bodie just getting everything packed up.
He's like a mom right before a road trip. Does everyone have enough juice boxes?
Any time where he can get by a fan so his hair blows back, he's going to be there.
Not an accident.
It's like, what the fuck? Whoa. I'm not armed, look.
Why does he have that thing in the bag, bro? Like, we all know it's a fucking assault rifle. Let's not do
just
this.
look it out. Swayze's just like, I don't give a fuck if a gun's on me right now. The establishment has been on me since day one.
Asking me to pay fucking taxes. It's like, well, Bodhi, that's kind of your duty as an American. This is the most bro line ever. People got hurt!
People got hurt. You hurt Tyler.
Who is a woman, by the way. And John and Chris and Kevin, who are also all women for some reason. I don't really get it, but it's whatever.
His name's Nathaniel? That's not a surfer name.
You can't go by Nathan. You have to go by the full biblical name.
He's like, oh, wait, I have a gun in my backpack, too. I know you, man.
This is the most bro conversation in movie history, and I'll challenge anyone to that.
This is me and Jeff's conversation whenever we're trying to tell Banner that it's time to leave the bar. It's like, I know you. You've had
Walk away!
And Banner's like, you don't know shit about me. I'm like, yeah, I do.
We're like, Banner, people got hurt. He's like, well, I'm not going to buy everyone shots. He's like, we need to split that appetizer. That's bullshit.
Yeah, we gotta split the app, though, because you had like 8 fucking mod sticks. I had 2. There's no way I'm gonna pay half that.
And I mean, 50-50, I feel like it's still a fucking handout for you. I was sad to see Busey die. Maybe more so because it was Busey than anything else.
Yeah. It makes sense, though. The person that takes you under the wing for the FBI, you're gonna let him die so the chick that you fuck undercover can live.
That's the pecking order. If you don't get it now, then you never will.
Hey, you see Swayze's shoes here with no socks? Does anyone else see that?
It's business cash today, alright?
Yeah, I thought this was business cash when we wrote that peg.
I thought on Fridays we were a little more lax with the dress code.
Shit. The establishment wants me to wear socks.
Busey right here is like, look, I'm not dead, but you're choking the shit out of me.
Yeah, like if I had any semblance of air left in my body, you just ended it. Thanks.
Swayze has on like fucking like sweatpants. Like I don't even know if they're sweatpants. I don't know what those are.
I hope whatever that material is, it's pussy repellent.
It's definitely laundry day for Swayze. He's like, I'm not letting them on our plane. It's like, well, we have 3 guns. Like, okay, you can get in.
Fuck, I was doing lights today, and this is probably like on the other end of the spectrum.
We're gonna ride this all the way, Johnny. It's like, goddamn. Right,
the tough thing is that Tyler is a chick, so every time someone's like, do this for Tyler, your instinct is like, well, I'm not gay. Oh, fuck, that's
I love how Swayze, every time he's like screaming, he has to just wipe the hair out of his face first. He's like, I don't know.
He's like, hey, go before I'm in this plane. I'm gonna jump in it like fucking Smokey and the Bandit style.
That was Banner's wedding vows because he had really long hair. He had to wipe it in front of his face after every sentence. It was really romantic.
She's like, can you
He's
just
like, I just like love you, I guess.
Can you just put that in a ponytail? Banner's like, but you know how unbro that would be?
He's like, yeah, the establishment is the one that made hair buns, so I refuse to use them.
She's like, okay, just finish, whatever. Hurry up.
Could this fucking pilot get any closer to these rocks?
I hope Keanu's like, so when is the fucking drink cart coming around?
Did you hear what Swayze said, guys? This is Air Force One. Do you think that's in any way connected?
Check out our Air Force One movie commentary. God, we've done a lot of these. This is so fucking cool.
And it's weird how, like, Cycly's right. Every movie connects. He needs to do a blog about that.
I'll just give him the floor. He'll make that make sense.
It's so awesome in California, people about love and freedom and just letting people be who they be. But if you have a gun, you can give orders. So you kind of turn from Democrat to Republican there pretty quick.
That'll change your political affiliation.
He's like, hey, I'm cold. Well, here, just put this jacket on. Duh.
He's like, no, I'm cold because I'm bleeding out, Bodhi. It's not because I don't have a Snuggie on.
Johnny, throw me that money bag. That's...
Who hasn't said that? Usually on the way to Chuck E. Cheese, that's what I uttered at the front seat.
Also, I have a theory, and I think it's almost true, that every movie Swayze's in, his character is either named Johnny, like Dirty Dancing, or there's a character in the movie named Johnny. Outsiders, this movie, Roadhouse, there's a movie or a person named Johnny.
I can't get over, like, if Swayze was still around, even in whatever his age, what would he be now? Like, around, like, 55, 60? He'd still be
Probably.
crushing it. You know that, in Hollywood.
The reason, like, he had to die, or pussy wouldn't survive, is
He
one
would-
or the other.
Swayze would be in the MCU or DCU right now. 100%.
He is, I mean, when people don't know who Swayze is, he's basically Kurt Russell. Like, he could play every role that Kurt Russell's playing right now, for sure.
But I almost think with more charisma. Like, Swayze, something about Swayze over Kurt Russell says, like, I can relate to you more than
Yeah,
Kurt Russell.
Swayze didn't take himself as seriously as Kurt Russell did.
Agreed.
Sure. He's like, don't worry, bro. I gave you, once again, denim jacket. I gave you my denim jacket with fur on the side. It'll be fine. Now I'm going to push you out of this plane. Just make sure you get your parachute.
I mean, he's basically throwing a dead body out of the fucking airplane right now.
He's like, Brody, I can't feel my arm. Don't worry. You don't have to feel your arm to pull the parachute.
He's like, well, that just sounds incredibly inaccurate.
He's like, what? And he just pushes him out of the plane.
He's like, let me recite some Chinese proverb that will make that make sense. Why did he toss the gun again? Does that make any sense at all in any context?
Adios, amigo.
And
He's
Geiger,
not
now that you said that, I believe that that was actually Swayze who jumped out.
It is. He did all of his own stunts in this movie.
And then Keanu's like, fuck it! I'm just gonna
Fuck it.
jump!
I'm gonna fucking fly for Tyler.
Guys, this is Spring Break 08, just jumping out of a plane with no parachute.
This is Spring Break 94 for me. Exactly.
You were like 6 years old in 94. Why were you on Spring
She
Break?
fucked a surfer dude, but she was digging me that summer, so I just jumped out of a plane.
Also, you were 6 and couldn't get erections, so it like doesn't really make sense that you're pursuing women. Like, let's prioritize.
Dude, this was on because these two guys, honestly, I don't know if they're the best actors at the time, but they had the best hair at the time. So just give me scenes with fan blowing in their hair. Let's go.
I'm confused why you think that their hair blowing is also different from being the best actor. That's the same fucking thing.
Yeah, I don't understand where your logic is on that one.
Are they?
No games, Bodie. Pull the cord. It's like, nah, you pull it.
In a weird way, it almost seems like a little chicken shit of Bodhi to wear goggles. Like, fuck the wind, right? The wind should worry about your eyes, not the other way around.
Was he wearing goggles earlier?
I don't think he
The
was.
first time I don't think he was the first time they jumped.
So
yeah,
do
he was.
you think his optometrist was like, listen, man, your retinas are taking a fucking beating. You're going to have to protect them going forward. And that's like the one person Bodhi will listen to. See, again, Kingsman did it better. I gotta say it.
Shut the fuck up.
The thing Kingsman had that I like that this movie didn't is no torn MCLs.
Because Kingsman didn't have a stellar college athlete like Johnny fucking Utah. That's why.
You don't think Eggsy was first team all cricket?
I know soccer players were tough. Why don't you put soccer players in pads and try to get them to go across the middle against like Malcolm Jenkins or somebody?
Soccer players are the toughest athletes in the world. They never flop, ever.
Jesus Christ, Bodie.
You're one radical son of a bitch.
Don't you think this is where South Park got their voice from
100%.
They had to have.
I am an FBI agent.
Bodhi!
I scream that to my wife before I come in her every single night.
And that's why you guys have such a great relationship.
If there's anything more bro than a Jeep with the top down in the desert. I'm out of here, Johnny.
That knee again, huh? I'm not going to start you this week in fantasy. What? Why would I even be on your team? That's just a bad put-together roster.
I don't know if you put this together, but people from Southern Cal don't like Ohio State. We like USC.
It's like, I guess. Sure.
Makes sense. God, he looks like a lion walking away.
Well,
I love that Swayze, watch all of his movies. He never walks north and south. He always walks like east and west, which is fucking cool.
Yeah. Only losers walk right to the place they're trying to walk to.
Oh, here's Tyler in his nightgown.
I'm surprised Bodhi didn't just stop her and have sex with her for a while and then give her back.
The only problem, yeah, dude, this is just a weird scene. Like, I get their relationship, but last we checked, they were on the rocks. They were on the outs. He had a huge fundamental lie that he told her, and now apparently all I have to do is put a knife to a chick's throat and you're cool. 5 minutes later.
That's chicks. I jumped out of a plane for you. It's like, is your parents seriously? Yeah, they're fine. They're really pumped to meet you, though. So.
You should meet her. Yeah, they're great. My mom's apple pie is out of this world.
It's like, Bodhi, what's up, dude? I was about to kill that bitch. Like, no, I'm here. Let's go. Okay. All right. Can I still kill her? No,
Bodhi's like, hey, do you mind if I use the aux cord? I have a fire playlist for the drive back. Yeah, no, that's you. That's all you. This is weird, too. They're like...
anything grower than saying, I'll see you in the next life? I say that to some people that I'll buy a shot for a guy at the bar, and I'll just say, I'll see you in the next life.
When I leave Panera, I just yell that to everyone in the restaurant. Like, okay, cool. All you got was a broccoli cheddar soup. I don't really think we need to have this type of farewell.
Hold on a second. Are you drinking beer out of a Diet Coke glass?
Yeah, 100%. They're a sponsor, Banner.
Just making sure I saw that right.
I'm so shit-faced. My wife wants me to do stuff after this. I don't know if I can.
We couldn't acquire regular Coke as a sponsor, so we had to go with Diet Coke.
Like regular Coke is in like cocaine or like Coca-Cola?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Diet Coke's more bro.
Diet Coke is more bro. Watch your calories. Now, this is maybe the most bro last 5 minutes of any movie in the history of film.
With the rain, 100%.
Because they had to stop shooting for 10 months so Keanu could grow his hair.
Yeah.
And I know what people are thinking. No, they probably shot the first part of this part of the movie first, and then the last part. That's not true because all the press they did, Keanu had hair this size. So
really?
They stopped shooting for 8 months so he could buy enough denim and grow out his hair.
You know what's great? If I were to tell you, hey, there's going to be a massive torrential downpour at the beach, what's your attire going to be? Like, well, first off, denim jacket. Obviously, that repels water. Then give me denim shirt, and just because it repels water so well, I'll go denim jeans. Okay?
Denim jeans. 100%.
This should have won the Oscar alone.
It was almost unfair to nominate it because it's like we're playing.
They're in Australia. This guy doesn't have an Australia accent, so that makes sense. Keep going.
Keep going.
Let's not get mucked up in the weeds here, Geiger. All right, this is fucking business. Doesn't seem like good weather to arrest a felon right now, to be honest.
Look at Keanu's hair. It's so great.
Swayze's out here starting his own religion because it's low tide.
Yeah, he's in like a poncho, and not like the kind that wears water, like the warm kind that the Mexicans wear.
Yeah, unless you're a knight of the Old Republic, don't fucking stand on the beach like that.
Yeah.
Lose something?
Bro?
Yeah, the only way to make that more bro is to actually add the literal word bro. I actually love this line.
It's just like your hair's longer than mine. I don't know if I like this.
I'm not comfortable with this. Can you cut that real quick?
Guess you picked a knife fight with someone better. I miss you a week in Fiji.
For some weird... I mean, I know it's the hair, but Swayze looks legit 10 years older than he did in the previous scene.
It's only because Swayze wants to, Jeff. He can look young and old when he wants to.
Again, man, as we pointed out earlier, the
I was
rain.
waiting for my set. He's just staring it out. He's like, "You gotta go down."
Rain
Gotta go
up.
down, bro.
It went bad. Went real bad.
And they died.
I'm surprised Keanu doesn't actually say, "I'm acting right now." Like, why'd you say that in the movie, though? No, I just want to let the audience know that I'm acting.
Still surfing every day. Why are you trying to change the subject?
He's like, "You've been keeping up with the Raiders?" What? No, I'm about to arrest you. Stop.
But I mean, like, yeah, they're in a slump right now, but they're coming around.
Swayze's like,
The
"You
way
really?"
he takes that off.
If you do karate with Swayze on the beach, that's like
Jesus
fighting
Christ, come
Aquaman.
on.
I mean, that's his element. Why would you do that?
Let's go in the Antarctic and fight a polar bear. That
Yeah,
sounds-
exactly. Let's give you
Super
more
impressive.
your elements before we take you on.
Yeah. Let's go to Madison Square Garden and try to guard Jordan in '96. Makes
Sounds
sense.
like a good idea.
Let's go to Vegas and try to get more ass than Tiger Woods. I mean, none of this. You're gonna lose.
Yeah.
I have denim on.
Swayze right now, the shirt he has on is like Under Armour before Under Armour. It was the precursor to
It
that.
was, yeah.
Everything he does is cool now, which is awesome.
Well, I think he's in a wetsuit, which is why.
This scene I
He's
never
in
really
a
got.
Thomas Jane wetsuit almost.
Yeah. This scene, he's like, "I'm going to drown you and kill you, but I'm going to kill your spirit, not your body," you know? And Keanu's like, "I'm dead anyway if you kill that." And Swayze's like,
You
even...
kill my spirit, I'd rather be dead.
Swayze's
Keanu
like...
was like, "You can't kill me in the ocean because I found myself and lost myself all here at the same time."
You can't
And
kill
he's
me.
like, "No, you handcuffed me. No."
Who hasn't been here? This is me when I try to leave...
Roots.
This is me when I try to leave Dave & Buster's without paying my tab.
I know. Come on.
I can't live in a cage, man. It's $18. You got a mozzarella sticks and a beer.
You gotta go down.
You gotta go down, bro.
God damn it. Yes. He's like, "But the waves, dude. But the fucking waves."
This is the most bro 90 seconds in movie history, and I don't even think it's fucking debatable.
This is honestly me trying to drag Banner out of the bar, and he points to the clock. He's like, "Bro, we got 20 more minutes before last call." God, you're right.
And then you're like, why are we
And then you undo the handcuffs. And
Yeah, you're
he
like,
just,
why
walks
are
out
we
the ocean.
handcuffed to each other? And how long have we been like this? A couple hours? I don't know. Fuck.
Look, yeah, you're trying to drag me out of the bro. I'm like, "Look, bro, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity."
It's like it's a Friday night. There'll be another one in 6 days.
It's $2 cans, man.
What am I gonna
We got
do?
an outlet.
Paddle to the next bar?
$2 cans and $1 off tequila shots.
And then Geiger's like,
Out left, bro. Come on.
then Geiger uncuffs him because he says it's $2 cans.
It's
Like,
like, I'm not gonna float to New Zealand. I'm like, that actually doesn't fit in this bar, but I understand what movie it's coming from. We get Keanu's like, "All right, I understand." Tells the whole FBI, like all 500 of them, he's like, "It's okay. He's just gonna go surf." And he's like, "But he's a wanted felon." Like, I don't understand.
they're like, why do you think that's an acceptable reason to let someone with 32 prior convictions go? Because of this wave.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, bruh.
My whole life has been meant for this moment. I'm like, well, that's just sad. I mean, you're like fucking 32.
Yeah, well,
You got the
first
rest
off,
of your
that's
life.
pathetic. And you played college football at a high level, but this one fucking wave in Australia is like why you've lived.
This is the greatest line in cinema history.
And maybe I don't get it, but like, when was that referenced earlier? Like, what does that mean?
On Diaz.
Yeah, no one knows. We just say it.
It means everything
And nothing at the same time, yeah. This isn't the first time the United States has said, "What the fuck, Utah?" What's your deal with the Mormons? Give it up.
And that line spared the I owe you a 10-second car. For sure.
10-second car is.
And does the police really need, like, fucking paper over their hats? Like, they're gonna get wet. Doesn't matter. It's fine.
He's not coming back.
Him tossing his badge in the water here is like the moment that all of us are like, you know what? Fuck society's norms. I'm quitting my
guys,
job on Monday.
What happens to Bodhi right here? Do we know? We might
You're
find out in a few minutes.
So if you find out, you listen.
Wow.
Honestly, man, whenever he throws that badge in the ocean, that's what I'm gonna be in 2 weeks when I take a 4-day vacation at my work.
You're gonna buy a fake police badge and just throw it in the ocean.
Yeah. I'm just like, I'm done here. But I'll be back on the 24th, so.
I mean, yeah, like, don't fucking, like, keep my desk there where it is.
Yeah, I need money.
And make sure you, like, take my messages. Like, I've got a big deal.
yeah, I need my clients to be happy when I come back.
Exactly. I totally forgot about anthologies, and by totally forgot, I mean I have mine written down.
Guys, that was Point Break, the real Point Break, not that fake bullshit from 2015. As is tradition, we're going to go through anthologies. Anybody got a pee real quick?
I do, but I can do my anthology first. I'm a pro's pro.
Have Jeff do it first.
All right, Jeff, what's your anthology?
All right, so there's two groups of surfer bros in this movie. Obviously, we follow Bodhi and Swayze and Tyler and whoever the fuck else these other people are, because they're all gender neutral. But there's another one that gets busted earlier in the film for no reason. Literally, what were they doing? Oh, did someone litter? I'm sorry. And they arrest them. But I want to go over them and where they really diverted in the fork in the road and went down the path less traveled and became criminals. So the other surfer bros are, of course, selling cocaine and packing, assault rifles with 100-round magazines. But before that, they actually all had choir scholarships to San Jose State University. They were good boys, good old Christian boys, and then Title IX passed. And they lost their scholarships. And because of that, they were left on their asses to fend for themselves and to fight for themselves on the streets. And the only way to do so is to innocently murder people and sell drugs, because you can't just get a regular job at any of the many places in Southern California. So I think mine is almost a sob story. It's a sympathetic tale about the other set of bros who, because of Title IX, had to murder innocent people, and that undercover cop had to get that horrendous tattoo to track them down. I don't have a title, but if you're a studio out there listening, all I need is $280 million, and we can have this thing in theaters in 2.5 years.
Wow, that's a hell of a tale.
Yeah.
I can't wait for 2019 to come out so we can see that. I'm going to go next because, Geiger, I think you got something good up your sleeve. So my anthology, I'm just going to continue to follow Bodhi after Johnny Utah lets him go on that one last surf. And as we know, Bodhi is an adrenaline junkie, and we kind of saw that he crashed in the wave there in Australia. But whatever happened to him? Well, I think he actually did paddle all the way to New Zealand.
Yeah,
from there,
that's like
from
600
there, he caught
miles.
a flight to Spain, and he went and ran with the bulls. Another thing that adrenaline junkies do.
All right, that makes sense.
Then he decided, you know what? I think it's been long enough. It's safe for me to return to the States. But instead of going all the way out to LA, he decided he was going to play it safe and go to New York City. And while he was there, he just decided to leave his past behind him, and he became a bouncer. Until one day, a bar owner named Frank Tillman found him and offered him an opportunity that he just couldn't refuse. It was $500 a day. And as we all know, pain don't hurt, guys. And Bodhi, who is now known as Dalton, moved to Jasper, Mississippi, fell in love, lived out the rest of his days swimming in a lake and drinking black coffee.
Pain doesn't hurt. I actually have that tattooed up my lower back. It hurt like a motherfucker whenever I got it done, but it was definitely worth it. It was definitely fucking worth it.
That feels like it's counterintuitive to say that.
No, it makes a lot of sense. Okay, mine is, dude, everyone has a boss. Everyone. I don't care even if you're running a Fortune 500 company,
Which I am.
Yeah, people are your boss. So everyone has a boss. Even gods have a boss. So the god of the sea has a boss. And when Swayze paddled out there, Poseidon took him in. And Poseidon's boss is like, wait, you fucked way more chicks than Poseidon has. So Swayze actually becomes the god of the sea because he kicks Poseidon's ass. So
That's how they promote people?
This is actually an origin film, which the second film was directed by another friend of ours that did a movie that we recently did a movie commentary on by the name of Wolfgang Peterson.
Ugh.
And the name of the movie is called Poseidon. So Swayze's actually in that movie, but it's just the ocean.
So Swayze somehow plays water?
Yes.
No
he
more.
Can play anything.
I have no further questions. That makes total sense.
I got it.
Where do I buy my ticket?
Is that it? We done?
Yeah, I think so.
We can't top that. We're good.
That's a wrap. Bros and girl bros out there listening, we have been the Bro Force Squad podcast. Don't forget to check us out on YouTube and iTunes. Go ahead and leave us a review and subscribe. Check us out on Twitter at Bro Force Squad and like us on Facebook. And as always, check out the squad blog at broforcesquad.com. Leave us a good comment anywhere, and you might get into the Bro Force Squad Hall of Fame. For Matthew F. Geiger and Jeff Hornacek, I am Brian Banner. We'll catch you on the flip side.
Bodie! I am a terrible actor.